Now it's time to see some examples of typical C control flow constructs, starting with the if statements. So here in main, we have a long A, which is -1, B is 2. Then we check if A equals B, which it's not going to be true, return 1. If A is greater than B, which is also not going to be true, then return 2, and A is less than B, then return 3. So, of course, return 3 will be returned. It will never possibly return defeated because, of course, something must be either equal to, greater than, or less than. So this is just dead code. But we are compiling with optimization level 0, so we do expect the compiler to still insert it. Compile it, and we get this. And if we skim down, we can see, yes, there is a reference to defeat in there. New assembly instructions, BNE and BGE. What are those? Branch not equal, branch if not equal. So takes two parameters, source 1 and source 2, and then an offset of where to branch. So you do if rs1 not equal rs2, then it branches to the offset, meaning it takes the program counter and adds the offset, which behind the scenes is a signed immediate 13, so 13 bits, and it's scaled by 2, so the least significant bit is always 0. So PC plus or minus immediate 13 is the new PC. Else, then it just falls through. So if they are equal, so if this condition is not true, then it's just going to fall through. It's not going to branch, and the next assembly instruction will be at PC plus 4 because we're dealing with a 32-bit non-compressed assembly instruction. So just in practice, you should know that disassemblers will tend to show what I'm specifying here as offset. They will show you just the absolute target address, not the relative displacement. So for instance, here in this code, we have BNE, it says A4, A5, so branch if A4 not equal to A5, and where's it going to branch to? It'll give you the absolute address of main plus 34 or all 5s 64A, which we can see is lower down in the assembly. But behind the scenes, this is not like an absolute address encoding, it is a relative immediate 13. So if that's BNE, branch not equal, what is BGE? It is branch if greater than or equal. So again, two parameters, an RS1 and an RS2 and an offset. And so the comparison is if RS1 is greater than or equal RS2, where the greater than here is treated as a signed comparison. So it's going to take into account whether they're positive or negative values. So if RS1 greater than or equal to RS2, then again, PC plus offset, where offset is encoded by an immediate 13 scaled by 2, and that's your new PC. If not, then just fall through, don't branch, go to the next thing, which is going to be PC plus 4. And just like with BNE, you should expect disassemblers to show the offset as an absolute target. So BGE, branch if greater than or equal is A5 greater than or equal to A4. If so, go to this address. If not, fall through to the next one, which is PC plus 4. Okay, so that's all we need to know to understand this code. So it's time for you to stop, step through the assembly, check your understanding. Make sure you understand what's going on with the new instructions I just told you about, and draw a stack diagram if you feel like it. It's always a good habit.